Most parents leave for work after dropping their children off at daycare or in the care of family. For 34-year-old Boas Iipinge, the working day begins with preparing his 8-month-old son for a journey they make together through the streets of Katutura in Windhoek.
By 4 o'clock each morning, Ipinge's day has already begun. Before leaving home, he prepares soft porridge to put in his son's bottle. And only then does he prepare for work. His work entails walking from one suburb to another, selling a few products. And he does this while carrying his 8-month baby on his back. Ipinge is currently the only caretaker of the child, following an incident that led to the mother abandoning the minor.
When my child was abandoned, there were people who witnessed what had happened, but because he was only a few weeks old, social workers from the Hope for Life Foundation took custody of him and cared for him. I visited my child regularly. As time went on, I became concerned that if I left him there for too long, I could lose custody of him. When he was 3 months old, I decided that I would rather raise him myself.
Providing for an infant on a meager income has not always been easy for Ipinge. He says there have been times when he had to find other ways to meet his son's basic needs.
When my child came into my care, I was hopeful. But as time went on, things became more difficult, especially after the assistance I had been receiving came to an end. There were times when I ran out of diapers and I would tear up my old t-shirts to make something for my child to wear. If there was no food at home, I would collect vegetables that had been discarded, cut away the spoiled parts and cook what was still good. The most important thing for me is that my children have something to eat. Even if I go to bed hungry, I make sure that my children are fed.
Ipinge, who also helps care for his 3-year-old son, says what he knows about raising children comes from his late grandmother who raised him. He says the values and knowledge she passed on continue to guide him as a father. When he is unsure, he seeks advice. Ipinge says caring for his son at times has drawn negative comments from members of the public.
I receive a lot of criticism, especially from fellow men who say they would never walk around carrying a baby on their back. Some people would laugh at me, and there are also times when my child needs a diaper change while we are out in public. Some men would say they would never change a baby's diaper. But I believe no difficult situation lasts forever.
With his highest qualification being grade 12, Ipinge hopes to find employment or grow his small business while raising his children one day at a time.